You're watching PacWest Magazine. Now let's check out these basketball highlights from around the PacWest. Academy of Art burst into the 2013 PacWest Women's Basketball Championship game one day after a stunning upset of national power Grand Canyon to set up a dramatic showdown with #1 seed HPU. The Sea Warriors looked like a team destined for the NCAA postseason. Still, winning the tournament would be the only way to guarantee a berth into the regionals. After taking care of Dixie State in their semifinal, Hawai'i Pacific looked confident heading into the finale. And that was easy to see in the first half. In a back-and-forth affair that saw Art U use a 12-2 run to go up by as much as 8, it was HPU that took control down the stretch to secure a 4-point lead at the intermission. But the second half was a much different story. HPU's shooting went ice cold. The Urban Knights proving they were the team of destiny. Behind Ariel Dale and tournament MVP Jordan Rogers, Art U was just too much for the team from the islands, who did not receive an at-large berth into the regionals, spending the offseason thinking about what could have been. But that was a year ago, and these are two new teams. HPU is back with all PacWest performer Sky Savini leading the way. The Sea Warriors are hungrier than ever to get the title they missed out on last year.
I feel like that game set a little bit of a fire under me and a lot of the returning girls. So it's putting a lot of emphasis on preseason and early games, and so we're ready for postseason games or close to end season games.
Savini was crucial in the Sea Warriors' narrow escape at home against Point Loma. She knows it's winning those close games that can only help her team down the stretch.
It's really important because close games like this, losing them are kind of demoralizing. So it'll carry over to the next game if we we close a really close game like this. I mean, just start this off again. We came off of a 2-game losing streak, so this is kind of fresh blood. We're ready to go again.
Art U lost several of those seniors that carried them to the title last season. But the Knights have actually gotten better. Not only have last year's underclassmen stepped up to fill those leadership roles, but Coach Lene Larson added a major Division I transfer to her squad. Former LSU standout and McDonald's High School All-American Crystal Forthen, who at 6'4" has imposed her will against many smaller defenders, like she did in her 26-point performance against BYU Hawaii.
At 6'4", she can play inside out. She's extremely talented, just, a special kid, one of the most high-profile athletes to ever sign at a Division II school. So we're really excited to have her. She's a great kid. She's really coachable, and she's just going to get better and better as she gets comfortable.
I mean, I ain't played in about a year and a half, so it's a big difference trying to come back and play. D1, D2 is the same as basketball at the end of the day. It's just, it's school. So school is school. At the end of the day, I'm still about to get my degree and still do what I do.
At or very near the top in the conference in points, rebounds, and blocks, the Portland native is only a sophomore, and she's more than happy to call the NCAA's only art school her new home.
I have a couple teammates I've been playing with since second grade. Zoe Shang and Shani Story, and just playing with them, and they opened me, to come to a school that I probably wouldn't be in school right now, but they coach opened me with open arms, and I'll be able to come to art school like this, and it's a great feeling to me.
Grand Canyon is now playing Division I ball, but that definitely doesn't mean we should expect a rematch in last year's championship game, in one of the most competitive years on the women's side. California Baptist is finally eligible for NCAA postseason play and have their mark set on getting into the regionals in their first try, behind their own Division I transfer, Elise Shelton, who at 6'2" has been a major presence in the post.
The beginning was pretty shaky. It was kind of hard because, we do have a lot of freshmen, so there was it was uncomfortable when we had the close games, and it was hard to close them out because, they get nervous, they get anxious, and then I think as time has gone on, they've become more confident in themselves and in each other. I think we're really beginning to click now, and we're understanding how to stretch the lead and how to sustain that, and it's becoming more comfortable for us.
Dixie State also finished the regular season with the winning record, and Coach Kat Turner, the former head coach at Holy Names, knows as well as anyone the demands of playing in the PacWest.
I mean, we're really focused on that, but at the same time, we're just focused on every single game. We just want to play the best that we can at each game. I mean, we have 14 new players. It's kind of hard to think about the future, you need to think about just the immediate game in front, and we just got to make sure that we give 100%.
It's always on the front of everyone's mind, no matter what. At the beginning of the season, that's just what your focus is, and especially where we're a good team, we know we can do it, and we've got the new team and a new coaching staff that can get us there, so we're hungry, definitely hungry.
This year we have a new coaching staff and honestly a new team. The chemistry is way good this year. Our coaching, it's because of our coaching staff, and I think that it's new beginnings for us for the championship, PacWest champion. I want to go to the tournament for sure.
Making their debut in the tournament is the PacWest's only school north of the Bay, Dominican University of San Rafael, California. The Penguins' scoring attack is led by senior Salonika Q1 Owens and freshman Carly Holbo, who grinded out a tough road win at Chaminade in January.
I think it's going to take more games like tonight, where everybody's stepping up and putting in what they need to put in, and if we keep doing that, I think the chances are always there.
Oh, it's tough competition. I mean, any given night, especially this year, you can see it's all over the place. You know, the bottom is beating the top beating the bottom. It's just, you know, it's awesome. That's when it's fun, because you really know that any given night, anybody can step out and play, and it's not about, oh, on the paper, this looks good, you guys look better than them. It's whoever plays better that night.
Coach Brianna Chambers taught a very interesting and demanding lesson to her team at the beginning of the season, making sure they settle for nothing less than playing in the exclusive 16 PacWest Championship Tournament in March.
To me, it would mean everything, and I'm pretty sure to my team it will mean everything too, because that's pretty much our goal. We're 512 miles from San Diego, that's where the tournament is, so we had to run 512 sprints to simulate us getting to the tournament, so it would mean everything to us, especially since we got off to a pretty rough start, but if we get there, I think we can take it. So
512 sprints at the beginning of the year. I had the team run 512 sprints as a group, since it is 512 miles from us to San Diego, which is where the PacWest Conference Championship is, and I wanted them to earn their way to the championship.
And finally, no one can sleep on the Vulcans of UH Hilo. Coach Dave Kanashiro's squad makes their return to the tournament on the heels of a huge road win at Hawai'i Pacific in February. Just by watching this sequence of events in an early season matchup at HPU, you can tell this scrappy team from the Big Island won't go down easy in San Diego.
You know, they're going to be ready, especially after the championship game last year. You know, they'd be hungry for a victory.
Last year is just last year, you know. We're not even looking at that anymore. It's over, and we're just trying to move forward.
6 teams, 1 goal. The PacWest Women's Basketball Tournament Championships March 6th to the 8th at Point Loma. Be there. The race to the finish could not be more exciting in the PacWest.